The Mixed Mornings and More podcast with Steph and Sean.
Now available daily.
Good morning, world.
Hello and good morning. It is Monday, September 18th. It's 5:30. How the heck are you?
Doing well. Sean, I got to tell you something really interesting.
I like interesting things.
I turned into you this weekend.
Really hairy and bald?
No. Golfer?
Sure.
I went golfing.
Yeah, that's me.
And I thought that, I don't know, we were doing this Fast Five thing at Vista Ridge.
Oh, sure.
And I, for some reason, just expected that we were like mini golfing. Like, I didn't quite understand what was happening.
Why?
Why?
Yeah, why did you... What was so weird?
Well, I just hear I hear golfing, I hear 9 holes, I hear 18. I don't usually hear a Fast Five.
Yeah, Vista's a little different.
And then, so I just wore like a cute little summer outfit, a skirt, and some flip-flops.
Yeah.
And then I'm like terrible at golfing and I keep missing the hole, so I'm doing a little spin around, and I think I looked like a cartoon character in my skirt and my... It's a little bit embarrassing, but we had a good time.
Did you have fun?
Had fun, and we did like best ball. So
Okay,
it was like
yeah,
couple
good.
teams. Yeah.
Good.
So
I would hate if you had to rely on your own shot for the whole thing.
I would hate that too. We got 3 over.
How many people did you golf with?
Well, there was like 3 couples, so I guess
okay.
it would make 3 though because
6?
it's the best ball. Yeah.
Oh, okay. They're fun.
Yeah.
Would you
Yeah.
do it again?
Yes, but I would hope to do it on like the last day of the season when it's super dead and maybe a little bit cold, because I felt very self-conscious when like it got a little bit backed up and there was people watching.
Yeah.
I golfed even worse than I already was.
Yeah. Don't do that anymore.
5 a.m. confessions.
So my landlords are going through the process of like potentially selling their home.
Yes.
And so that includes the legal basement suite that I reside in.
Right.
And so photos are being taken, all pristine and everything, of the basement. And even some showings were going on this weekend.
Wow.
One thing that I forgot to clean up, a part of my basement suite, was on my fridge. I have...
like, what could you possibly have in your fridge?
I have some stripper magnets on my fridge.
Sean? Who are you?
Just some fun times.
You just bought them?
You don't buy it. They give them to you whenever you go.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, I've never gone.
That's right.
I didn't know. I didn't know you were a partaker of this.
It was down some weekends in Edmonton. And then those magnets...
I thought you were going to say Vegas, but Edmonton, we didn't have to go too far. Okay.
That's right. Yeah, they give free magnets out down there. No free ads. I'm not going to tell you where, but...
I mean, people are missing out here on free stripper magnets to display on their fridge.
But also, those magnets were holding up these pictures of a friend and I. And it was like those photo booths where there are 4 pictures attached to each other.
Oh, and you were doing stripper poses, or like...
We were doing some pretty weird stuff.
What?
And I totally forgot to take these off my fridge. And so people are coming in to view this. I'm just like, oh, they got a little view into my life of who's living in this pristine basement right now.
Yeah, that's a little too much. They probably were like, oh my gosh, that's that guy from the radio. Look at this.
Welcome.
You know what's worse than a paper cut?
What?
A cardboard cut.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're so thick. They're a little more aggressive.
Yeah. And usually when you get a paper cut, like it's kind of like on the end of your finger or something.
Yeah.
But a cardboard cut is always like in a joint, like in between your fingers.
Yeah.
Or in between your thumbs. And this weekend I was, opening a lot of Girl Guide cookie boxes. And I got a cardboard cut in between my thumb and...
Is that all you can feel now?
Yeah, I just keep thinking about it. And when I was in high school, I worked at a Tim Hortons and I was on like a really tall ladder getting down a box of cups. But I didn't know somebody had already opened one end of it.
Yep.
And so I went to like pull it out and then drop it. But one of the flaps came up and it was the flap that was right in between my elbows.
Oh, yeah.
And so the whole box all the way down went on both my elbows, cardboard cut.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as soon as I got the cardboard cut yesterday, I felt the elbow cut
PTSD.
from high school.
Way before.
I was like, I swear that was 20 years ago, but I can still feel the as it went down.
I think not only myself, but everyone that's listening right now is thinking back to a time that they either got a paper cut or a cardboard cut. It's always vividly remembering the feeling. Like I got a little shake just thinking of it.
Yeah, totally. And it's so quick as well. Like, like there's no time to be like, oh, I have to make this less worse. Like whenever
just is what it is.
It just is what it is. It just slices you and then you just have to feel it for the rest of your life.
Yeah, the rest of your life. You were on location at the Athabasca Tribal Council, the Cultural Festival on Friday, and I was the same thing on Saturday. One thing, I haven't been down to Snipe Point Park for a hot second. I didn't go to Ribfest.
Right.
And I haven't been since Ribfest. Ground is pretty dry. Lots of dust, a lot of dirt.
Let me guess, you had the most filthy feet in the world when you were done.
I made a mistake. I didn't wear socks. I wore some Crocs. And they're white Crocs,
I was going to say, did you wear your bright white Crocs down to the dirty grounds?
Goodness. It was hilarious. I think about 2 hours in, I looked down. I'm like, whose shoes are these? I was like, are these mine? Did I switch out with someone? They were from white Crocs to brown, blackish kind of. And then I could kind of feel my feet a little bit, just a little grass or something.
Yeah.
So I just went to kick my shoe off. And then I looked at the bottom of my foot. I was like, have I been walking on pavement for how long? I just did not. I made such a rookie mistake.
Yeah, well, it was so at Ribfest, it was kind of the ground was kind of wet, and so it was super, super muddy. You were walking on kind of packed down, little bit squishy ground.
Yeah.
And so then now it's been dry for a long while, no rain.
And especially with all those trucks and all the foot traffic and everything just happening, concerts, you name it. That was happening one weekend, and then you have another festival another weekend.
Yeah. And so I as well on Friday, I wore flip-flops.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. And I took off my shoes and I was like, I still have shoes on. My feet were completely black. And I was supposed to go to someone's house for dinner that night. Ooh. And I actually called and told them I'd be an hour late because I couldn't possibly go to their house first before I got home and washed my feet. They were so embarrassing.
Yeah, I brought my Crocs into my shower with me, and I brought a little scrubber and stuff. I'm like, we're spending some time in here.
Yeah, we're just gonna be in here a while. Hope your hot water's on demand.
I need all the seamstress and everyone who knows how to fix clothing to pay close attention here, because I'm about to lose my favorite shorts and I don't want to lose them.
Oh, Sean, I'm sorry to hear this. What's wrong with them? Let's workshop it together.
Okay, so kind of down below where the seams meet, a little area.
Yeah, in the very middle.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Down there, seams meet and everything, I can see it fading. And usually when it starts fading, that's when it's going to start pulling apart, and then you're going to have a big hole where the thing hangs.
Yes.
And I don't want that. And I want to keep these shorts because I love them.
Okay.
They're my favorite. And I need this not to happen now.
Okay, but the problem is, the way you're saying that it's fading, it's not like the threads are coming loose and you can just sew it. It sounds like the material is disintegrating.
Pulling away. Yeah.
And you're not going to have any material left there.
Yeah.
And that is the difficult part about fixing something if there's nothing there to kind of sew back together.
What if we just throw a patch or something?
Well, here's the awkward part.
Yeah.
Think about a patch is just kind of extra material. It's a little bit bulky, and now it's going to be between your legs.
Yeah.
So it's kind of
yeah, no one will see it. Only I will feel it a little bit.
That's the feeling part is the problem. I don't know if you've heard of leg chafe for people who don't have thigh gaps, but that sounds like what's going to happen to you.
Gold Bond down there.
This is a lot of work for a pair of shorts.
It's just they were the perfect seam. They worked for me. So many compliments on these, Bab. I just don't want to lose. Okay. Just tell me I just need some suggestions on how to repair these basically gone shorts.
One more idea.
Yes, please.
Poshmark.
What is that?
It's a website that sells clothing and things. And one time my husband loved this really strange shirt.
Going there right now.
My husband loved this really strange shirt that was a misprint from Disney World, and it really, really faded.
Yeah.
And then he bought a fresh one from Poshmark. So maybe you could, look up the brand on the back of the shorts, and somebody else might be like, I loved these shorts, but they don't fit me anymore.
Looking them up. That's a good idea. There we go. We got some solutions here. Sad ones. I'm about to lose some of my favorite shorts because the seams are coming apart. Nick, do you have a solution for me?
Find the other perfect pair. Buy multiple pairs of those shorts.
That is so true. Yeah, if I like them, I need to buy multiples. Doesn't it just break your heart to like have to part with a favorite piece of clothing that's like an every week item?
I literally have like 6 pieces of clothing right now in my mind that relate to this story.
Yeah. So we'll see if I can do some make goods, but if not, I'm just gonna have to find them again somewhere.
Oh, fingers crossed. Or like look on like Reddit and see if there's like people that know of other brands that feel similar. Like Reddit's like you're also your best friend. Like
wow.
Do it.
Thanks for
Google
the advice, Nick, and the heartfelt compassion right there. I appreciate it.
Fingers crossed that you find something. Fingers crossed.
Mixed Mornings with Steph and Sean.
The smoke again. It's kind of wild.
Yeah, it just kind of rolls in unexpectedly. Yesterday afternoon, complete blue sky, so beautiful out. And then all of a sudden, there's that orange sun and the brown tinge to everything.
Yeah, just waking up and just kind of hitting your nostrils for the first time. I was like, oh, again. Thankfully, Cultural Festival, it was absolutely fantastic. It wasn't really all that bad during the whole weekend. So we could also have like just a fun-filled weekend with none, but just looking at my trusty old website over here, firesmoke.ca, it looks like it's all dragging in west to east from just like northern BC, hanging around today, and then we might get some rain this afternoon.
Okay.
And then it might go away, but then again, it's showing tomorrow. It just kind of projects allegedly what it's going to do. Again, tomorrow at 3 or 4 a.m., going to come right back and just kind of pollute the air again.
And how does it tell you like how bad the air quality is going to be? Like, is it just going to be like, oh, it's kind of smoky out there? Or is it going to be like, I need to stay inside because I can't breathe?
Yeah, it's like it goes from yellow to brown on the graph that I'm looking at.
Excellent.
And it goes like yellow, orange, dark orange, red, brown. Yeah, we're kind of in like the orangish area in the middle.
Okay.
In the middle. So it looks like it could be a little tangy. I don't know if that's the right term.
Yeah, that just sounds kind of gross. Like, I love Tang, but I don't want to think about smoke and Tang together.
Yeah, so this morning and then maybe tomorrow morning as well. And then we'll just have to kind of see how it goes. I feel bad for all the places that have the fires if this is what we're dealing with.
Yes, totally. Thinking of them for sure. I was over at a friend's house last night with a bit of a dog who really likes people food.
Oh, yes. Yeah, very natural, I would say.
Yep, he's one of those ones that you just be really careful. Kind of, if you're talking and eating at the same time, don't put your hot dog too far away because he's going to be like, thank you for holding that out for me. Yes, I can jump that high.
Yes.
You know? It's like, that smells delicious. For me, thank you.
That's fun.
But it got me thinking about just animals stealing food. Mm-hmm. Like, they're just so funny and so sneaky about it. My brother had a dog who stole a whole tray of cinnamon buns off the counter. Yeah. Ate them all, licked the dish so clean that there was one clean dish on the counter and one of cinnamon buns left.
Oh my goodness.
And then when we walked in and discovered it, we were like, Josie? And she hid her eyes underneath.
Oh, yeah. They always do the funniest thing.
She was like, no, you can't see me if I can't see you. It's like, dog, you thief. And now I'm going to probably have to clean up all of the things that come out of you now that you've eaten this terrible dough that's going to expand.
And then, so did you just start feeding the dog last night? You're like, well, if you're going to try and sneak it, I might as well give it to you? Or?
Yeah, because it's not just even like you're trying to sneak it. It's like, oh, well, now your mouth has been on it. And honestly, I'm not really keen to share
the dog slobber?
Yeah, dog slobber, dogs that like to clean themselves with their tongues. No, thank you. You can have it. I'll make a new one.
Something I didn't have on my bingo card for 2023 this year was bonding with my 18-year-old niece over Olivia Rodrigo's new album.
Whoa, that is pretty cool.
It was pretty fun. And so I had this Instagram story. I did it all artsy and everything, and I put my picture over top of her album cover to one of her songs on her new album,
Okay. Guts. What song was it?
It was Bad Idea, Right?
Oh, that's such a good song.
Yeah, very fun, very fun. So my niece responds to my Instagram stories. Yes, all capitals. So I was digging it. And I was like, this album, hands up emoji. I was like, it's pretty great. And then she's like, it's so good. Definitely one of the best ones released this year. What's your favorite song on it? And so then I dove into it. I was like, up-tempo songs, I like these ones. Slow-tempo, sad ones, kind of. These are the ones I'm digging. What about you? What are you liking? And then she was like, oh, that's so great. I'm loving this song right here. And then she's like, this one's a close second. And we were just going back and forth. I was like, wow. All right.
Sean, I feel like you're getting the Cool Uncle Award. Like, what's your other brother doing to bond with her?
Having kids, I guess.
What? And
I know.
asking her to babysit and then paying her for it?
Exactly.
Or? Okay.
But,
I don't know.
cool.
I think Olivia Rodrigo's
I
way
have
cooler.
been. Yeah, the cool uncle and I will to hold that reign over here of the cool guy uncle.
There are a couple types of people at a concert. There's the people who sit and enjoy the concert and kind of nod their head along to the music.
Yeah, live music, just feeling it.
Yeah. And then there's the other people who are up dancing and think, you're enjoying the music, not enough. I better pull you up and dance with me.
Why isn't everyone else dancing with me?
Yeah, exactly. And I was nicely sitting, bobbing my head to the music when this happened to me. Somebody thought, you should be up dancing.
Ooh, it's different. I've never seen someone grab someone sitting. Usually if they're like kind of just standing and swaying, that's when I see the grab. But you were sitting down all comfortable?
I was fully sitting down, happily sitting down.
Wow.
I am not a dancer.
Wow.
Like, I don't dance. I'm terrible at it. And this person pulled me all the way to the front of the stage.
And you went along?
What am I supposed to say? No?
Yeah.
You look like a party
No's a
pooper
great
then.
answer.
Oh, man. Well, there was only two other people dancing, and they knew how to dance.
Oh, yeah.
And then there was me and this fellow who was quite inebriated. And he was like trying all these moves, and I was just like still swaying.
What kind of music was it? Country-ish?
Yeah, a little bit. It was Seaweed. They were performing at the Basket Tribal Council Cultural Festival Saturday night. But it was in the middle of the song, and all I could think was like, how is this song not over yet? It must be coming soon. Please just end the song.
Just in time for the 6-minute song that you got pulled up there for.
I was like, please sense my awkwardness and end the song early, man. Come on. Oh, my goodness. The whole crowd, I made eye contact with quite a few of them while I was awkwardly smiling and pretending like I loved it. And they were like, yeah, like really encouraging.
Oh,
but I
my.
just thought, oh, no, this is getting more and more embarrassing. I couldn't imagine how red my face must have been.
Yeah. The penalty box is kicking off today for Kids Sport Wood Buffalo. Now, things are changing this year because I kicked your butt last year, Steph. Not only am I competing against you, but I'm competing against like a proxy, I guess, for 5 different sports all throughout the week starting today.
Yeah, well, I mean, we didn't want to make boring videos of you kicking my butt again, and I needed to call in some help. So we're going to have a different person every day compete for me, but at the end of the week, if they lose for me, I'm going into the penalty box. But if they win for me, tough luck for you, Sean. You're heading in there.
That's right. And it's been a secret this whole time. And the person behind all those secrets is none other than our promotions director, Vanessa, in studio right now. What can you reveal to us? What's happening today?
So we have 5 secret challenges for you all this week. And today, Steph and Sean, you are headed to Awesome Chaos for some trampoline dodgeball.
Ooh, okay.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of trampoline dodgeball?
No, or Awesome Chaos. What are we working with here? What's happening?
Trampolines and balls.
It's not that hard, Sean. I mean, I've never played trampoline dodgeball, but I put 2 and 2 together. I've heard of it now.
And we have professional athletes here that do this?
Well, I have a stand-in. His name is Jordan, and he might not be a professional athlete in the trampoline dodgeball area, but he is a very big swimmer in the region, and he has agreed to step in for me.
Wow.
He's also a teenager, so he's very robust in the dodgeball stage of his life, as in he's been playing it in gym class every day, right? So he's ready to kick your butt.
Wow. Okay. Well, interesting. I haven't jumped on a trampoline since I was like 12.
Perfect.
So we'll see
That's why we called in Jordan.
Yeah, how my ankles and knees and everything else holds up. But at the end of the day, I already made not an excuse. This is just my back hurts, and so that's
yeah.
It's not an excuse if it's true.
On the way there, the mixed vehicle, very nice from Norel Toyota. It has great heated seats, and you can turn those on, and then I don't want to hear another thing about your back.
All right, Jordan, you're going down. You're going down, buddy. And you, Steph.
No, none of this.
Going down. Yeah, whatever. Vanessa, we're filming this, right?
We're heading there right after the show. So if you guys want to watch the action, check out our Facebook page later today.
Want more of today's show?
Download the Mixed Mornings and More podcast.
Now available every weekday.